Star has got his fleet together. He's building a lot of ships. He needs to get these ships down to his main fleet, where they can do some good. Now we see that we haven't seen a lot from Arash for a while, but that's because he's been building up. He has Akira's and some XL2s and some Phalanx. So going to be interesting to see how this works. We see here that Stardust, again, correctly using Alpha Cell White, you can take out and do a little bit of harassment. Those bugs are perfect for harassing. And we see them, they're going to be able to take out this area here. Oh, but some parts of the Star is going south. Does not realize that he just ran in right into the center of the bind bottom two. He's going to lose a lot of ships, especially with this Polaron field killing many of his ships. He's going to lose at least a third of his vessels. It's going to be a huge, huge loss for the top team. Again, if he stayed over and tried to harass these ships, that would have been much better for him. And that's one thing to note about bugs, is that they're great for harassment, but eventually they will lose their power, that you can't keep building them and building them as great as they are. They're just not going to be able to have the durability against all of these other ships. They'll do well against these spheres, but not against a combined Klingon fleet that you have a lot of heavy hitters like these cohorts. Here we see some fighters getting chased down. Everyone's kind of rethinking their strategy, kind of recouping. We see that Mort he's got enough little ships. Now he's moving into Vorchas, which are very good against short-range vessels with their ablative armor passive. So we'll see how well that does. To be honest, as much as people love Vorchas, I'm not a huge fan of them. I don't feel that there is good value for money in some instances. I do feel that their passive is very good. So if you're facing off against a lot of short-range vessels, they're not too bad to have. I would much rather, even though he doesn't have it, I would much rather see the Spets. Now here's an interesting thing that Mort has done. He's decommissioned the small yard. I remember doing this once and not getting a lot of resources back from it. You don't get the supply back. You get a very, very small amount of resources back from it. But again, he doesn't really need it either, since he's taking it to bigger ships. And one thing I will mention is that it probably still is a good call if you can build the riches of this Takroja. Probably, it's usually about as high as Takroja goes. So, you see Arash getting his very, very slow Avalons really being taken to task here. And I apologize. I have completely missed the fact that Serenity has lost his fleet. I don't know what happened. We'll be able to check back on the mini-map and see what ships were there that took him out. Maybe this fleet here that Konsumat had really took them out. Again, that's a mistake on my part. Not looking at that, I was looking elsewhere. Definitely a lot of things happening in this game. It's been a very, very exciting, very balanced game as predicted. Really kind of interesting to see how this works out. Klingons and Borg are very, very strong fleet, but loss of Federation players really hurt them. You see Polaron field really harming these bugs. almost losing this sphere. Now we see it got repaired, but there's going to be enough to take out these bugs, which are very strong against these spheres. Remember, I mentioned that bugs wouldn't do very good well against them. I had noticed that the Federation lost their base. Now these bugs are going to be a huge benefit to against the spheres. The spheres are going to target them very advantage. I would say that this is the deciding battle. So many ships, there's no way for the board to outdo these ships. You see the spheres going so fast. There's just too many ships for them to deal with, and that's going to be the deciding battle. They just really took out this fleet to task. We'll see Yandonman building some spheres. He does have a diamond. I was going to comment on that. We see Stardust saying half his fleet. Again, his bugs are the lowest defensive value, so they're going to be the ships that he loses the most in any engagement, in any prolonged engagement. The bugs are going to go first, so you hope that they're being hit by medium-class ships that are going to only do about 2/3 of the damage for them. We see Serenity mentioning speed issues, and we also see Konsumat also seeing that they've really just played the deciding battle here. And we see that the Federation fleet, which, wow, I'd mentioned before that Arash, we hadn't seen a lot from him, but that's because he had been building up this fleet. And it's a very good move. We see that now, because he hasn't been in as many battles, this Federation fleet has really come up. Again, mentioning there are 8 players, 6 players and 2 observers in this game, so a little bit laggy, but really not so bad compared to what it could be. I've seen far laggier games than this. So here we see the Federation and the Romulans coming in. It's clear that Stardust is here to kind of defend everyone else. He's got an entire fleet of S2s that we saw appear before. He sent them down here, down this expansion. Now we see kind of the land come. There's a sphere being built. They're trying to move this diamond out. See, there is no transmission, so it doesn't have any control. Now, another thing to mention is that Konsumat, as usual, with all of the losses and supply that he still had a intel service, having superior scouting ability, the strongest stations. Right now, it's really helpful with Omnits, which are too expensive. It's helpful to them on edge, especially against board players. We see now the Federation moving in. Yandonman has upgraded to Stardust, which means that he has no money for any kind of